Hi, this is Sabrina from A Space to Create Art, and today we're going to talk about blending with colored pencil. You guys, so I have just a basic set here, yellow, red, and orange. Obviously, the darkest is the red, the orange is the medium, and the yellow is the lightest. So colors have value, okay? So yellow has the lightest natural value, red has the darkest natural value. So you can use that to your benefit. Now, when you're blending colored pencil and you want it to look realistic, you want to use colors that are next to each other on the color wheel, or analogous colors. So, for example, yellow, orange, and red, or even more specifically, red, orange, orange, yellow, and yellow. I'm just using these basic colors. So for hatching, if you want to try to do hatching just with the yellow, it's just all, the pencil lines are all in one direction, okay? And to get lighter, the lines get further apart. So the more they overlap, the darker it gets. Okay, so for cross hatching, it's the same thing. So I'm going dark to light from left to right. It's the same thing, so you start with that same hatching. So the closer they are, the darker it is. And so then I'm going to cross hatch more together here. So tighter lines, and then they're going to get further apart as I come down my square. Okay, so now when you're doing drawing, like, it's almost always, you know, it's hard because it's almost always a combination of these. So cross hatching, pressure, layering, because I'm using all three of those when I'm doing that, but that's considered cross hatching. Stippling is just where you're using the dots, like I showed you up here in graphite. The closer the dots are and the more they overlap, the darker. So I'm going to just do this basic stippling effect for you. This can take a while, but it looks super cool when you're done. So you can also do this with size. So like the bigger the dots are, the darker it's going to look. Pressure is one of my go-tos. I use it a lot, where the harder you press, the darker it's going to be. So I'm going to get this nice and dark in the corner, and then as I pull out, I'm going to lighten my pressure on my pencil, okay? And that's just pressure, dark to light. Layering. So layering, I do it a lot with almost everything, but I'm gonna do this with like 2 different colors. So I'm gonna start with my red. I should have started just with red, but that's fine. I'm gonna go red. Then I'm gonna layer that with orange. Start to come down. Still pressing pretty hard too on that. And then I'm going to come a little bit lighter, and lightest. And so that is pressure. I mean layering, sorry, that's layering. So dark to light. And then burnishing is super cool. I love doing burnishing with any kind of lettering, posters, or any kind of illustrations. So I'm going to just go red, orange, yellow on this one, and then I will show you how to burnish with what's called a colorless blender. Okay. So I'm coming on down, getting a little bit lighter as I go with my red, and then I'm going to come back over that with orange, I'm going a little bit further than you think you need to, because you have to layer these in order to get the blending nice and soft. Okay. There's different ways to burnish. So you can burnish with this lightest yellow if you wanted, or you can burnish with the colorless blender. So I'm just going to show you with the colorless blender right now. And I'm doing this quickly. So this is the colorless blender. And what it's doing is it's blending those colors together without adding any other color to the mix. And I love it because when you're done with the burnishing, if you've done it right, it should be nice and shiny, and it should cover the entire paper. And so that is burnishing. So hatching, cross-hatching, stippling, pressure, layering, and burnishing. Thanks for watching How to Blend with Colored Pencils. This is Sabrina from A Space to Create Art.